I'm just on my work computer, so awesome. All right. Hi, guys, and welcome to tonight's team call. Super glad that you could be here. I'm excited to get to share with you tonight some of the key takeaways coming out of last week's leadership retreat. If you are a new coach, you might have no idea what the heck I'm talking about. And I will dive into that. But first, I want to open up the floor and start things off with some recognition. So if you have someone on the team that you want to shout out, feel free to go ahead and unmute yourself.
Okay, two shout outs. So my first one is for Paige. She dove right back into coaching. I'm seeing it on her Insta. I'm seeing her, have all these big goals. And I know that she was been waiting for the perfect opportunity and, just taking care of herself. And she's really diving into it. So I want to shout you out. And I also want to shout out Emma. I know she's had some struggles lately, but she's being really transparent with her Instagram followers. And I think that's great.
I want to shout out
Go ahead,
Charlie.
Danielle.
Oh, so sorry. I want to shout out Charlie. Can we all give it up for Charlie, who is dealing with some major health stuff and is still checking into our team cup and is making plans to, still work and do all the things, even though she is literally in so much pain she doesn't even Charlie, you are always my hero. Your strength is absolutely 4 times what it should be of somebody your age, and you just inspire me every freaking day. And the first thing you do is hop on and shout out other people when you're the one who needs to be shouted out. So cheers to you, Charlie Debo. I would also like to shout out my PS coach, Mireille, who locked in month 2 Success Starters in October, rocking it. So super excited for you, me. Amazing.
I wanted to shout out Kate. We just added her into our bot group as our 4th coach, and she's doing awesome. We're doing a spirit week right now, and it's super fun with her in it, and I can't wait to keep working with her.
I wanted to shout out my Team Cup team, Danielle, Charlie, Murray, and Tyra, because honestly, I had no idea what the heck I was going to do this month, and I think this is exactly the people I need to surround myself with, so I'm super grateful for you. And I also want to shout out Karina, just for being the best success partner I need. School's been tough going back to school for you and life, but I know we're going to have a really good month, so I'm super excited.
I wanted to shout out Brooke for being just such an awesome coach. She's always there to answer any questions I have. She's always there. Just if you need to get something off your chest or anything, she's always there. She's an awesome coach, and I'm super thankful for her. And I also wanted to shout out Tori just for being you.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I would like to shout out. So first of all, literally same thing that Lauren said. Brooke, first of all, she's running she's the leader for her first Team Cup, which I'm in, Lauren's in, and bless her soul because she checks in with us all the freaking time, making sure that we've got our butts in gear. So I love you and thank you for that. And thank you for always answering my extremely weird questions and for hyping me up over something that I shouldn't be hyped up over, but I'm still hyped up. Also, shout out to Lauren, who went through a rough little patch and she still showed up and she got her butt in gear. And that's what I needed to see from my best friend. And then the last shout out I wanted to do was to anybody that is in school right now, because exams are coming up, midterms and assignments, and it's crazy. And I know it's been crazy for me, so I can imagine it's the same for you guys. So shout out to all of you who are still showing up, who are still inviting people and showing people the amazingness of this community and this group. So good on all of you.
I have a few shout outs. So first of all, Heather for putting together a team cup team, and they actually won mixed bikes. Like this is huge. Like these girls barely wanted to start this team cup, and she pushed them, and now look. So shout out to that. Shout out to Michaela, who is starting coaching this week, and she's on our first team call tonight. And then just a shout out to Shelby, Shauna, and Danielle for just being amazing rock stars. Like, I look up to you guys, and yeah, I think that's it.
I want to shout out Maya. I have really been struggling with the age that I'm teaching this year. And she has just like totally taken over our bod group to allow me like the grace to chill at night. And she's really just taken over that and then always just being there checking in on me, which has been so nice. And then I wanted to shout out Shelby for starting and putting together a team cup team because we're going to kick ass this month and I'm super pumped about it. And I want to shout out all of you leaders who went to Arizona this past week. It looked freaking awesome, and I'm super jealous and stoked to be there one day. And it was really cool for you guys to like motivate and inspire all of us, and to see you at like the top, receiving all these really cool things and meeting trainers, and like you guys deserved it. So kudos to that.
I also just had 2 more people to shout out. So I wanted to shout out Stephanie for always showing up. Every single day I've been seeing her, she's been more and more consistent, and she's doing awesome. So keep it up, girl. And I also wanted to shout out Paige for organizing like a team, what's it called? Like a theme week. And it's been super exciting. It's lit a fire under me, and I love seeing everybody showing up every day. So thanks for getting that going, Paige.
I have a couple shout outs. First is Catherine. I just had a one-to-one call with her, gave her some tips, and she's already implemented it like right away. Also wanted to shout out Shelby because she has hit Success Club every single month for 3 years in a row. So that is a huge accomplishment. Also thanks to Alicia, Audrey, and Amber and Shelby for helping me with team calls. It's so helpful, and I feel like it'll be so refreshing learning from not just me and everyone else and all the leaders on the team. So I appreciate it.
All right, I'm going to cut off recognition there because I think we could go on all night. But if you didn't get a chance to shout out your person, drop it in the chat so that they can still get the love there. Thanks to everyone for kicking off the call. I think that's always like the best way to set the tone for what we're diving into. I want to, like, for tonight, just everybody like take a deep breath, and no matter what is going on in the outside world, no matter what you are walking out of your day with, let's leave that like in the past and be here on this call and be present with us, because my hope for tonight is to be able to bottle up a little bit of the fire that we received last week and pour that into you guys here tonight. So hopefully I am going to share with you some announcements that maybe you haven't already heard coming out of leadership. I want to pour into you guys with some of the motivation and the fire that we received, and then we're going to end things off with a little bit of tactical training on helping you with creating posts for the next 21 days. And this is going to be a process that you can implement yourself, but also that you can teach your new coaches as you onboard them. And I'll share with you the resources at the end. So lots to cover tonight, so we will dive right in. And I want to start with my biggest takeaway coming out of leadership. So if you don't know what leadership is, it is a retreat that's hosted every single year that you're invited to once you hit the rank of 5-star diamond and hold it for 6 weeks. You'll be invited every single year after that. And so basically what it is the top 1% of the company. And so if you're elite, you receive additional recognition, but that's basically how you get there. And I think the biggest takeaway for me leaving this week is that every single person that I talked to, every single person that I rubbed elbows with, literally Ashley Molstad, Emily Fauver, Ashley Fell-Dyson, Kelsey Hill, all of the people that you admire and look up to and follow on social media, what they are doing is the exact same freaking thing that we are doing on this team here. What they are doing to grow their business is literally the business activity tracker. And I couldn't tell you how many times I heard that before I went to leadership. Like, so many times you hear that on every call. They're just doing the things, but no, really, like, these people struggle with self-doubt. These people look in the mirror some days and question if this is what they should be doing. These people have to rebuild their teams the same way that you do. These people drop ranks. These people miss goals. These people literally have bad days and good days and shitstorms going on in their life behind the scenes the same way that you do. The difference between them and you, maybe where you're sitting today, is consistency over time. They just kept showing up. And one thing I wanted to share with you that we talked about today, and I hope this is something that you write down, and if you take one thing away from tonight's call, it's the things that they're doing, we're going to call the TNT habits. Takes no talent. TNT habits. Takes no talent. Those are the things that separate them from you. Not because they have a bigger social media following, not because they know exactly what to say on social media. It's literally just because they do the things, and they do the things day in, day out. Rain or shine, good days or bad days, they just keep showing up. Okay? So I don't want you to put me or Shauna or Danielle on a pedestal and think that good for them, but I could never be there, because I'm telling you that it's literally just doing the things that's going to get you there, and doing the things day in and day out, and challenging yourself to be 1% better day after day. That's how you're going to get there. Okay. So next year, we hope to have so many more people from our team there. And now you know exactly what it takes. It takes hitting 5-star diamond. So that for me was like my biggest takeaway, because I think it was different being in a small group setting and getting to actually have conversations with like the top 10 coaches and hearing them say like, they're literally just doing the things. They're literally just doing the things, and getting to realize that they are literally just normal people, just like all of us. And if they can do it, why not me? And if I can do it, why the heck not you? Right? There's nothing special about me. So that was like the biggest takeaway from me, or for me, was that it's just doing the things and staying patient and staying consistent. And I think if anything, like, if you've been around the block for a little while, maybe the last few months have been like a little bit more of a struggle. Maybe you feel like you're going through a little bit of a pit or a valley right now. And I hope that that encourages you to just keep going, because a lot of other people are also walking through in a pit or a valley right now. And that's entrepreneurship, and that's the roller coaster, right? But the thing that makes you successful is just staying on for the ride, because I find, and what we heard this weekend was, the biggest explosions in business come after the pits and the valleys. But only those people who stay consistent through the pits and the valleys are the ones that are going to see the results by sticking with it, right? Carl said to us, just don't quit. Just don't quit. We are going through so many changes right now. We're going through so many things, and maybe you're overwhelmed, but stay rooted in those TNT habits. Stay rooted in the business activity tracker. Stay rooted in sending your 10 invites a day. Stay rooted into pouring into the people that are already at your table. And all of those things are going to be the things that lead to success, no matter what this roller coaster looks like. They're always going to result in you making it out the other side. The other thing I wanted to share with you that really fired me up was, we heard from Julie Boris, who, if you don't know who she is, she's a freaking legend in this business. She's like a 10 or 11 time elite coach. And she is like the rock star of all rock stars. And her whole presentation was on the topic of, how do you stay motivated, right? And she said, how do I not? If you are someone who's not been showing up to the business because you aren't feeling motivated, because you haven't felt the fire, I want you to take it back to the basics. I want you to take it back to those TNT habits. I want you to take it back to why you started this business. If you're not if you're not motivated right now because you're not seeing the results of your fruit, go back, or the fruits of your labor, is go back to that one person's life that you can impact today. Go back to that one person's life that you can impact this week. Go back to that one challenger who you could help get one step farther in their journey, right? Because it's easy to get caught up in the recognition and the accolades, which are freaking awesome. I love the free elite gifts. I love the recognition, but go back to serving the people at your table, right? Like, go back to pouring into those people. Go back to the day one of why you signed up. It wasn't because you wanted to be recognized for diamond. You didn't even know what diamond was. It wasn't because you wanted to be an emerald. You didn't even know what emerald was. It wasn't even because you wanted to hit Success Club, because you probably didn't know what Success Club was on day one either. It was because you wanted to help other people feel the way that you felt when you started your journey, or feel the way that you felt on day 21 of the 21-day fix your first time around, right? So go back and get connected to that. If that means starting over on a workout program, do that tomorrow, right? The way that you stay motivated is staying connected to your people. Are you showing up for your clients? Are you engaged with the team? Are you talking to people on our team and surrounding yourself with other people who are fired up about their businesses too? Because if you're not, energy is contagious. And what she called low ass energy equals low level action, right? If you are going to send your invites and you're dreading it, how do you think that's received on the other end? Right? If you're going to show up for a power hour and you're feeling low energy, do what you need to do to change that. Get outside and go for a walk first. Do your workout first, but how you show up is how it's going to be received by the people on the other end, right? And so right now, in a season of maybe it's a valley, or maybe it feels like you're not motivated to show up, energy check yourself, right? Like, are you doing the things and controlling the things that you can control to take control of your energy, right? Because high energy yields high results. Low energy is going to yield low results. So next time you sit down to work your business, check yourself, right? Check yourself. How are you showing up? Did you do the things that you know you need to do to control your energy? Because that is going to make the world of a difference in your business, right? You can choose to stay in the unmotivated. You can choose to sit in this valley. You can choose to sit in the peak, or you can take control. You can take control of your own journey, and you can take control of your own business. You all know what you need to do. I know what I need to do. And what I learned this last week was that the difference between where I am today and where I'm going is the things that I know I need to do, but I'm not doing. Who here that resonates with? Raise your hand if you know what you need to do and you know what you haven't been doing, right? Everybody, we know what's keeping us where we are today, and we know what's holding us back from getting to where we want to be. So I want you to remember that the next time something pops into your head and you're like, oh, I should send 10 invites. Don't should. Drop what you're doing and send the 10 invites. The easiest challenge in the world, we did this weekend, put on a song and send 10 invites before the song's over. Every time you think you should do something, stop what you're doing and just go freaking do it. Because that is the difference between you ending 2021 where you are right now and ending 2021 where you could be as the diamond coach, as the emerald coach, as the 2-star, as the premier, as the elite freaking coach. The difference is in the shoulds, right? So take action on those things. Those are like my biggest takeaways. Nothing mind-blowing, nothing we aren't doing here, which was always reaffirming to me that we are on the right path. It's just the consistency. It's just showing up day in and day out. It's just doing the things we know we need to do. And that's going to get us there. So that to me is always like a huge positive. Now to share with you some of the announcements, which I'm really excited about. First one, of course, I'm not going to like dive too deep into these because I don't want to overwhelm you, but I do want to give you like some insight into the exciting things that's coming. Carl shared with us his 3, 5, and 10-year vision for where he sees the company going. And I recorded the whole thing to listen to it literally every day because it was such a powerful reminder of why we do what we do. Carl knows, Carl has the vision. And I think like it was also like such a trust the process because we are on an upward climb. Like things are only going up and to the right. And I'm so excited for the things that are on the horizon, but I want you to stay rooted in what we can do today. So I'm just going to share with you some highlights. And then of course, as all these things roll out, we'll give you the training that you need to be able to share more about them. But first things first, we have Job 1 coming in December. I know we have some girls qualified for the test group already, which is super exciting. That program is, we got to meet Jennifer Jacobs. We got to try out some workouts with her, and we got to try out the spin bikes, which was awesome. So super excited for that to roll out. It's going to be a combination of a weight training program and a cardio program with the option to sub in some bike rides, which is really going to be awesome. And it's focused all around making your health and fitness, treating it like it's your job, which I think is really cool. So that's the program we'll be launching into December and taking into the new year with us. Another super fun thing coming in December is Bevy. The Pomegranate Bevy is coming to Canada on December 2nd. I've gotten the opportunity to try out Bevy and I love it. Unfortunately, we don't have like Focus Bevy or anything coming yet, but we'll share with you some recipes that you can make with Bevy as it comes. So start getting excited about that one. The other things that we have on the horizon are some nutrition programs. So there's an iteration of To Be Mindset coming for pregnancy and postpartum called To Be Pregnant. So if you're expecting or your niche is moms, that will be like a big one to capitalize on. Again, more information coming, but know that that's a program created specifically for pregnancy and postpartum by Alana. And the next big program that's coming is another program with Autumn called the 4-Week Gut Protocol. And this is really cool because it's like a nutrition and workout program paired together for 4 weeks, focused all around gut health. So if you are someone that has struggled with gut issues in the past or struggled with bloating, this is going to be a program, again, to super capitalize on and share with your audience. But there's specific workouts paired with nutrition to help heal your gut, as well as it takes some of the supplements from the Ultimate Reset and implements those in the program as well. So it's going to be super cool. We have nothing like this in our offerings yet. So I think it'll be super awesome to be able to bring this to our clients. We're also told there's more nutrition supplements and equipment on the way, but they can only share with us so far out. So my big takeaway from that is get on a Team Cup team, okay? Because Team Cup is the foundation for everything that is coming for the rest of the year. We know there is a lineup of launches, and what you do in Team Cup month, like what you do in October, November, and December, really lays the foundation for where you're going in 2022. So if you're on this call and not on a Team Cup team, drop your name in the chat and let us know right now that you need a team, because we will get you on a team. October can be the catalyst for your business, how you finish 2021, and how you finish 2021 is how you're going to start 2022. And like what's coming, we are so freaking excited about. So I hope you guys are excited about the new announcements too. Drop in the chat right now, what's the thing that you're most excited for? I don't know if it's job one and like the bikes for me, or Bevy, because Bevy, like, I think that's like, it's like so awesome for an afternoon pick me up, which I love. Bevy, job one, bike. Yeah, so the bike we expect as well, December, January. But if you guys haven't seen already, there's bike workouts on Body for you to try out if you already have access to a bike too. All right, so those are the announcements. Any questions so far?
I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
So is the new Autumn program, like I saw it was like for everybody. Is it more like a beginner program, or is it more like, you know, like gut health and like that kind of thing?
Yeah, it's for everyone. So it's focused around gut health. The workouts that are paired with it, for what we were told, are low impact workouts. So anybody, even if they're just starting their fitness program or journey, will be able to actually do the program. And she pairs like low impact workouts with the nutrition programming to support like proper gut health, because actually what she shared with us, I'm not a nutrition expert, but when you go too hard, too often, for too long, that's where you can start to see gut issues. So it is low impact workouts. But again, more information to come. There will be an FAQ and everything like that, and tons of training to come. But just to give you guys like a glimpse of what's on the horizon, and knowing that there is like tons of stuff coming that we're super excited about. Before I jump into the like tactical stuff that you can implement, I did want to pass it over to Alicia. If you didn't know, Alicia came to leadership with us as Shauna's qualified guest. So Alicia is a 2-star diamond on our team, and she got to experience this. What I would give to have experienced leadership sooner in my coaching career. So I was so excited that she was there with us, but wanted to have her share with you her biggest takeaway from being in Arizona with us last week.
All right, it's pretty hard to top that. She hit like a lot of the main points. But a few things, like she said, like, what an amazing experience. Like obviously I was excited, but actually just being there, it's mind blowing. Like sitting at the pool with like on it, like not gonna lie, I went in there as a fangirl. I was like, oh my god, take my picture. Shelby and Shawter's like, okay, seriously, chill. Like they're gonna be around all weekend. So that's the main thing. Like these people are just regular people. The trainers are, these top coaches who I like literally fangirl over my phone all the time. They're just regular people, and they'll talk to you. Like Kelsey Hill sitting at the bar beside us. I was like, is this real life? But it's just like so cool to see that, like Shelby said, they're struggling too. And again, like the whole energy thing. Like we had, I forget her name, the speaker, KK. She's one of like the team cup prizes actually. So if you guys hit Success Club, you get a training with her, and she is unreal. Like she fueled my soul, and like she did this cool activity where she just like blast music and we'd have to jump up and dance. And such a key thing is always be ready. Like she'd play the music and you'd have to be ready to dance. And it's so important because someone else is going to jump up faster than you, just like this business. If you don't take action, someone else is going to move faster than you and change that person's life that you probably wanted to change. And I experience this all the time. Like I'll reach out and they're like, oh yeah, already. And something with Beachbody too is someone might have had it before and had an awful experience because someone hopped on it before you, and then it ruins their view of Beachbody, right? So like act fast, always be ready, always be the best version of you for these people because someone else might jump up in front of you. So that was probably the main thing. And again, just everyone is so normal. Like that's just like the biggest takeaway. Like you can't, the words don't even explain it. Like I came home and I don't even look at them the same now. I'm like, wow, like these people I fangirl now. I'm like, yeah, they're just a regular person, just doing the same thing. And just everyone's friends. Like the community is just so amazing. So Shelby talked a lot of it, but like that's the main thing. And this posting thing that Shelby's going to talk about, use it, because all these tips, like we're not just giving them to you for fun. Like these will actually work. They work for these top coaches. So just take it with it and just move with it. That's the main, my main takeaways.
And the other one is if you had FOMO this last week, get your ass to NLC, because it is the same kind of energy at NLC as it was at leadership last week. So if you had FOMO, if you wished you were there, get to NLC and get your cup filled in real life with the community, with the people who are so fired up about their businesses. It's in Vegas in the middle of January. You have to be a paid 1-star diamond coach before the end of the year. And I'm going to tell you. Oh yeah,
Sorry.
Go for it.
Like I thought these things were never possible. So just like that too, you're probably thinking in your head, 1-star seems so far away. Like Leaders Conference seems so far away from me, but you can do it. Like anyone can do this, just if you put your mind to it. Like 1-star could happen in a month. It could happen this month. So just believe in yourself and it could totally happen.
100%. That's the thing I was going to say too, is even if you are sitting on this call as a coach rank right now, you could be at NLC by January. 100% you could. And that is like totally up to you and also totally within your control, which is the coolest thing, right? This business is in the palm of your hand. It's literally up to you what you do with it. And so if you had FOMO, get your ass there. That's all I'm going to say. All right, on to the tactical stuff. So what I'm going to share with you is a posting schedule. And this is written to be used by new coaches, but anybody can use it. But what I really want you to do right now is learn this yourself so that you can teach it to your new coaches. This posting schedule is meant to be paired with a 21-day program. So if I had a brand new coach sign up tomorrow, what I would do is get them started with the 21-day program, like 21-day fix or MBF, and I would have them pair each day with the post that I'm about to share with you. So I'm going to walk you through it. I promise I will share this slide with you as well as the additional resources I'm going to show you as well. But let's jump in. Okay, can you see this? Cool.
All right. So like I said, this is basically like a 7-day loop for posting. How many times, raise your hand, if you've heard from a new coach or you've said yourself, I just don't know what to post. Okay. This squashes that. This gives you absolutely no excuses. Okay. This is literally telling you what to post every single day. And also, again, for you to tell your new coaches what to post every single day. So this is a 21-day posting plan meant to be used for your first 21 days as a coach or your next 21 days if you're ready to take your business to the next level. And basically, it's broken down into like a color coordinated system. So you'll see that green is fitness, motivation, kind of like gratitude. It's really talking about your challenge groups, okay? Yellow is talking about coaching. It's talking about your vision. It's talking about your team, your goals. And then the pinky purpley one is allowing your audience to get to know you. So basically by following this structure, by day 21, it should allow your coaches and yourself to hit Success Club, because all month long, what you're doing is sharing about your boot camps, sharing about the coaching opportunity, allowing your audience to get to know you so that when you're inviting them on day 21 and when you're doing an open call to action on day 21, people know exactly what you're talking about, exactly what you're offering, exactly what they're going to get by joining your challenge group or joining your team, and they're going to trust you because they know you, okay? So each day gives you like a theme. On day 1, we would post something like, it could be your commitment photo. So it could be like your before photo. It could be your challenge package that just arrived in the mail. And you're talking about like basically how excited you are to get started. I'm going to show you this and I'm going to pair it with something else that takes this kind of like to the next level. But basically the whole goal of this is not to give you a script. It's not to tell you exactly what to say or how to say it, because we know we don't want to just like copy and paste something else, because people know when it's not truly us, right? Like people know when we're bluffing, people know when it's fake. So the whole goal with this is to help you find your voice, but to give you the structure and to give your new coaches the structure to allow them to speak in a way that aligns with them. And so I'm going to share with you this thing that takes it to the next level. So I'll share that post out and we'll go through it. But I want to walk you through, who here has ever done like Mad Libs? Maybe when you're a kid, it's like a book where there's like fill in the blanks and, it tells you, you make up a story basically. So this structure allows our coaches and allows you to fill in the blanks to make up your story. No two stories are going to sound alike because it's about your story. But again, this can give you the outline to help you start to think about what you're going to say. I don't know about you guys, but I always struggle with that first line, like with the hook of my post. I'm like, what the heck is that going to say? So this helps to give you the hooks to be able to more easily brainstorm posts. So like we said, and for example, day 1 is a fitness post. It's a green one. So again, maybe it's like your before photo. Maybe it is you opening your package. But basically, we would give this outline to our coaches, or we'd take this outline ourselves and fill in the blanks to write our story. So number 1 says, watching someone build themselves. Wow, I can't talk. My brain is like still fried from the last week, but watching someone build themselves up from blank is so powerful. Why? Because it reminds us that blank. What matters is blank. Today is an important day 1 for me. It's the day I stop blank and start blank. I'm excited to share this journey with you, and my hope is that I blank, you'll blank too. Or as I blank, you'll blank too. So you can go, like you would go in and fill in your story. So I might say, today is the day I stop starting over and I start committing to my own journey. Because for me, I was someone that was a yo-yo gym goer, right? And I'm going to tell that story within this like Mad Libs to help create my post. So basically what we do is, that's like a green one. So that's our fitness one. The next one might be like a behind the scenes about your life. So maybe it's a photo of your dog. Maybe it is a photo of you doing what you do for actual work outside of Beachbody. Maybe it's something about you that is a part of your niche, like you really love Harry Potter, or you are like into figure skating, whatever it is. We're going to share that. And then again, there's like a Mad Libs to help you craft that post. Day 3, we're back to fitness post. So we're sharing our workout space with what your setup looks like. We're showing people that, you know, you can do this from your basement, you can do this from your living room, you can do this in your dorm room. And again, there's a Mad Libs to go with that. Day 4, we're talking about personal growth. So this is connected back to coaching. And we're talking about how our life has changed since becoming a coach. Day 5, we're back to sharing behind the scenes. So what we want you to get outside, go for a walk and snap a picture. Again, there's like a Mad Libs that goes with it to help give you inspiration for what to write in the caption. Day 6, again, we're talking about our personal life. So what do we do for fun? Maybe for you, it's baking. Maybe for you, it's, I don't know, watching Netflix, whatever it is, post that. Day 7, we're talking about our coaching journey with a team call photo, or maybe a photo of you in real life if you've been to real life events. And then all we do for the next 2 weeks is cycle through those same categories with and sub in the different themes. But this resource that I'm going to share with you has 21 days of captions in it with the Mad Libs to help you craft your story. On day 21, we're posting a transformation photo from our 21-day program that we just finished, and we're doing an open call to action. So at the end, we say, if you want to try out a free class from home, drop a heart and send it to you. Or if you're interested in committing to my next 21 days with me, fill out the link in my bio. But again, what this has done over the course of 21 days is build trust with your audience by letting them get to know you, explain to them clearly what it is that you're doing so that they have no questions left. And the goal of this is to take away the overwhelm for you. And again, this is something that you can give your new coaches to implement so that they can hit the ground running as brand new coaches and take all of the guesswork out of what the heck they should post or what the heck they should talk about on their stories. On my stories, I would simply just take the same topic and then go and talk about that for a couple slides of my story and elaborate, right? And so this should help to give you the ideas. Can you raise your hand or drop something in the chat for me if you think this is going to be helpful? Yes, hopefully it is. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat. Awesome. On your feed and in your stories, exactly. Yep, I'll post all the resources in Team Empower. I'll post that screenshot, and I'll also post all of the Mad Libs for you to save. Do me a favor and copy the link and write a note in your phone that's called New Coach Resources, okay? I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Go make that right now. Start that note. New Coach Resources. And when you have a new coach sign up, once they're set up, you help them choose a program. I want you to have this saved and open so that you can give this to them one day at a time to help them craft their posts. Every single person on here has what they need to be a leader. How you become a leader is take these processes and duplicate them with your own coaches. Okay? So it's as simple as, again, saving these links, keeping them in your notes, and then when you have a new coach get started, we just pass along this information that you've learned and implemented to your new coaches. And that's how we're going to help them see success right away as well. Absolutely, you can start today. If you're a coach who maybe has been showing up, but maybe hasn't been consistent with posting on your feed, start this today. Start this tomorrow. If you are someone who has maybe fallen stagnant in the business or hasn't shown up in a while, what an awesome opportunity for a fresh start. Like, what an awesome opportunity to just jump right back in and start posting with your commitment photo, right? Like, use this as a tool to help you see success, right? But the only way that it's successful is if you implement it. So that is my hope. And every single person could use these guides, and every single post is going to look different. Every single person's story is going to come out different. So don't feel afraid to elaborate on what's here. It's truly meant to be used as a guide and to give you ideas and to give you inspiration and allow you to run with it and make it your own. The whole goal is to help you find your voice and connect with your people on social media, right? So think back to what you needed to hear on before you started, and think back to what you needed to hear when you were getting started, or think back to what you've heard in your DMs today as objections to why people can't get started. If you've heard over and over today that people don't have the money to get started, use that to guide your post. If you've heard over and over today that people don't have the time to get started, use that to guide your posts, right? Take all of that as feedback and use that along with these guides to craft what you're going to say on social media. Any questions about that? Shauna, was there anything that you wanted to add to that I missed?
No, you nailed it. I think that will be really helpful, especially for Team Cup, like following this 21-day calendar. Like I'm even following it slightly, just because like I was saying to Catherine today, like I remember when my business was doing really well when I was sharing my 80-day obsession progress every 2 weeks. And so I haven't done that in a long time. Like I haven't like shared my journey of a program in a long time. So I'm just going back to the basics for that. So if you find like you haven't shared your actual journey of a workout program in a long time, maybe this is the time for you to do that too, especially for Team Cup month.
And think like if you start it today, we're only on what, like the 5th of the month? Day 21 is still going to be before the month is over, right? And so as you share and breadcrumb, you invite from the people that are liking those posts and watching the stories. But also when you have that call to action on day 21 and you have fire results from a 21-day program, like that is always when I see the biggest influx in my business too, is when I'm getting results and when I'm dialed into my own fitness journey and nutrition program and sharing those results, like Shauna said. So if you are feeling stagnant, again, if you're feeling low ass energy, like that is something that you can control, right? So control the things that you can by dialing back in on your journey. Because when you raise your vibration, like it is so much more easy to take like massive action when you're excited about what you're doing and when you are like seeing the results and being that product of the product yourself, right? Yeah, and what Alicia said in the chat too, like you sometimes it feels like you're saying the same thing, but remember that you are the one that's familiar with your journey because you're the one that's living it, right? You're the one that thinks about it in your head 25 times over every single day. But if you haven't posted a transformation photo in the last 3 lines of your feed, go post a transformation photo, right? Like if you haven't talked about like your day one, even if it was 3 years ago, in the last 3 lines of your Instagram, like take people back to that journey, right? You should be adding new followers every single day. And so there's people that haven't heard your story. Not everyone sees every post, right? If you haven't had a physical transformation, you've had some sort of transformation or else you wouldn't be a coach, right? You've seen some kind of positive something from the programs, right? Or else you wouldn't have had the belief to become a coach. So think about what that was, right? A transformation photo can be a photo of you smiling, right? A transformation photo can be a photo of you out for a walk at 7 p.m. when maybe you were always glued to the couch. Tell that story, right? Like maybe a transformation photo is you chasing your kids. You never had the energy to do this before, right? Maybe the transformation photo is how you feel about yourself when you look in the mirror and it's a simple selfie, right? You've had some sort of transformation or else you wouldn't believe in the programs and the products. Tell the story, right? That's where showing your face on your stories is so, so important. And tell the story, because I could write out what I just said in tonight's team call in a post, but that you would have received it totally different than if I came on here and spoke to you the way that I did, right? So again, it comes back to energy, but write it in a post and share it on your story and speak it, because that's what people need to hear.
Thank you.
Of course, no problem. Other questions? Anything else that's top of mind based on what we talked about tonight or what you saw at Leadership? Amwala is in fact as hot in person as he is on the screen. I can confirm that. His abs, they look great.
I thought you said he wasn't as hot in real person. I was like, what?
No.
I was like, excuse me. I did my whole old lady talk to you and touch your arm and then touch your chest thing. I do that to men. I'm a stroker.
I don't think I can post the video of Carl's vision because it's like 30 minutes long. But I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. I could upload it to YouTube. Or honestly, this is what I thought about doing, is stripping the audio from the video, because I recorded the table for half the time, but I just want to be able to listen to it. So I'll see if I can strip the audio from the video and make it as like an MP3 file or something for people to listen to, if that's something you're interested in. Okay, raise your hand if you're going to be at NLC. Raise your hand if you know that you could be doing more than what you're doing right now. Raise your hand if today feels like a good day to draw the line in the sand and start showing up as the person that you know you need to be to get to where you want to end 2021. What it takes collectively, the energy of our group depends on how each and every one of us shows up. So even if you, again, feel like you're at the bottom of the rut, even if you feel like maybe you're not motivated, how could you not be, right? With all that's coming, how could you not be? But also check yourself, not just for you, like remind yourself that not everything that you think is true, right? Our brain can play tricks on us, but also don't just show up with the energy for you. Show up because how you show up affects every single person on this team. You could coast for the rest of the year, right? You could be exactly where you are today on December 31st. That does not serve you, and it also doesn't serve anyone on the team, right? But if you show up with the fire for your goals, even if you have no freaking clue how you're going to get there, because hi, that's me. Even if you have no clue how you're going to get there, how you show up, that energy that you show up with is freaking contagious to every single person on this team. So I'm asking you today to draw the line in the sand, not just for you, but for each and every person on this team. For Alicia, whose goal is to be at leadership next year. For Paige, whose goal is to be at NLC. For the girl on your team who wants to go Emerald. I have fucking goosebumps right now. For the person on your team that you know needs the income in this business to get by. Show up for that person, okay? Because it is hard some days to show up for yourself, but the dreams that I hear from the people on this team every single day are literally what I'm going to channel to get out of bed and to work this business every single day for the rest of the year. Because my goals, yeah, sure, that's great. But I know what the other people on this team are capable of, and they're counting on me to show up and chase my goals to be able to do the same for themselves. Okay? So take that, carry that with you, because we've got work to do. We have work to freaking do, but there is like so much opportunity for us to harness right now. And I'm so excited to see where we end this year. And I'm so excited to see who's at NLC and who's at leadership next year, because there are so many people on this team who are so worthy and capable of making that their reality. If you don't believe in yourself yet, reach out to somebody on this team to borrow their belief in you. Reach out to me, reach out to Shauna, reach out to Danielle, because we fiercely believe in you. And if you need to borrow our belief while you find your own, we are happy to do that. But it's up to you whether you choose to be connected to the team or disconnected. And it's up to you how you end this year. But know that like we're going for it. We are going for it. And it's up to you to jump on the momentum train. All right. Awesome.
I'm going to talk for just a quick second. I was behind the scenes with Danielle going, who are they? Because I've never met them. Are they under you? What's going on? And I kept telling her, you guys are so good. Like, I really enjoy your energy. So awesome. I just wanted to say, like, it's been a really good call. So nice meeting you guys.
Well, thank you. And thanks for showing up, guys. We appreciate it. I was so excited to get to share with you what we learned, and I'm so excited to hopefully what you watched over the last week can inspire you to do what you need to do to get to these events, and to know that like there are so many people in that room who never thought they would be there, right? But they just kept going and they just didn't quit. And they just kept showing up and doing the things that you know you need to do and that are on that business activity tracker that you have in front of you every single day. So lean into that. We've got a lot in the works. So stay tuned, stay connected in the team page. And I think we will, actually next week, we don't have a team call. I'll remind you of that right now. It is Thanksgiving here in Canada. So we're going to pass on our team call. But if you haven't seen, there's an opportunity every single day to connect with people who are running with their businesses through the Q4 Power Hours. So they're at 12 p.m. EST every single day. I will be on them. There's also another opportunity tonight at 8:30 p.m. EST, so there'll be pop-up opportunities to join Power Hours as well. There's no shortage of people to work with. So if you're looking to do a Power Hour, reach out. There's probably already one scheduled, or feel free to run one yourself. But it comes down to taking action and doing the work, right? So there is, if you need the one for 8:30, I believe somebody should have a link to share that out. If you want to get some work done, it'll be on a different link, but the other Power Hours are posted in all the team pages, so you can just check there. All right. Thanks again, everyone, for jumping on. Happy to see all of your faces, and let's go fucking crush it.